hit live. Now I'm live.
He's talking on the money, but it don't get me.
I gave you your own pack. That's how you're gonna start the stream, is accuse me of hogging all the snacks? You got your own bag. Did you eat your bag already?
You know,
Did you eat your bag? I gave you your bag. Don't even lie. I handed it to you. Yeah, you ate all of it? Yeah, you're on your own then. Screw you. These are mine. My nutty buddies. Oh, mine. How do I start the stream? Oh, yeah. Hey, how are y'all doing? It's Levi Member Solutions. Cosmic. Or otherwise. Let me get the stream. I'm not going to wear my hat today. You guys are going to see my hair that's slowly growing back. But it is 86 degrees out. It's going to get up to about 90 today by the end of the day.
End of the day is going to be in the 90s.
Yep, it's supposed to get a little bit hotter.
It's supposed to be cooler once I die.
Right. Oh, goodness. Okay. And I can be over here. You can see most of my screen. I don't know. What do you guys want? You guys here? Wait. Here. You don't want me in it at all? Stupid tiny. What do you guys want me? Hey, Temperance, John, Robert, Sandra, Shinopa. I'm painting. It sounds weird, but it's I don't know if there's a better program out there for this. I really wonder if there is, because this is going to be so annoying. Like, this particular print isn't designed in a way for me to, like, if I want just to paint the handle, right? So if I go to paint the handle, click it, it does this whole thing. And of course, it has a couple sections in here where I would have to re-click and go from there. So I gotta fix it. There it goes. And I think we can paint the dragon as a whole. Like, I could go, yeah. So I have two different dragons, I think, maybe. Yeah, the dragons are separate. Oh, I just accidentally did that. Okay. Uh-oh. What'd I break? What'd I break? I broke it, didn't I? No, you're gonna kind of... Okay. No. Don't save it. You just automatically saved it, didn't you? You just auto saved it, didn't you? Did you? Where okay. It's okay. It's okay. Cut on top and bottom, parallel, trim sleeve, support, build plate. Don't care about any of that. I will modify the settings. This is a multicolor. Red and yellow. I need more multicolor. I need so many more colors, because I don't want to brush. I don't want to have to do it manually, because, like, I want, like, if somebody gets this can wet, I don't want it to be a problem, right? Like, I don't want it. You're going to be holding a soda in this. Soda overfills or spills, blah, 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 blah. Things happen. And I would hate to brush everything up, seal it up, and that seal this because you can seal things up with paint, right? Like you can. I've got it, and I have everything I need to do this by hand. I paint prints by hand quite often. You've never seen this before? Thank you. But it's just going to be annoying. You talk to your computer too? Yes, yes, I do. Pride, flower, pansexual. Ian, hey. Hey, Levo, you do Samara meets Miku because she's hiding in the Wi-Fi. I like that. That's funny. Show us what you're making. A tiny screen and you giant. You want me to be tiny? You want me tiny? Me tiny. Wrong one. Super tiny, clear in the corner. You can't see me. It's all right here. All right. So I think we're just going to have to do... So this is really cool. This particular file was released without having to pay for anything, without having... And it's a commercial print. The problem is, it's for me, I find this... It's not boring. It's a really good design. I really love the design. And I like that it's got multicolors. I think it could be more. Right? We could add more color to it. Now, I can only print up to 4 colors right now. But, hear me out. Out of those 4 colors, we could make this bottom part black, this top part black. We can make the main can cup its own color. Each of the dragons can be their own color. The biggest problem here, when you have, more than 4 colors and your printer can only do 4 colors, is finding out the layer height. Pause, change, pause, change. You'd have to manually change those. Now, I can do that. That's not a problem. I can do a filament swap. But first, it'd be much easier, pardon me, if I painted this. Oh, that's... Oh. Huh. Okay. All right. So let's give this a black paint right quick. So the handle is going to be brown because I have a color change filament. And I think painting it would be easier. It would be. And yes, Temperance, I'm using StreamYard. I would prefer to use OBS and stuff like that. But we needed to have our settings as universal as possible. So I'll show you what we're doing. I did have everything set up at one point for OBS. So now I'd have to reset it up. And that's just, no, thank you. Keep going for a drink, and I keep realizing I don't have water in there. I'm out of water. What's wrong? Hey, Lloyd, how you doing? I think you would not want to paint the top where the lips go. So the way this was working, I'm not like painting this by hand, right? And this isn't like going to hold liquid itself. It's going to hold like a soda can. So you put a soda can in here and it'd be good. Or the other type of can. One thing I will say that I should do, to be perfectly honest, is you should probably have a hole in here for what's called an easy release. I may design it like that. It may not need an easy release though. Like I will have to see. But for the time being, let us paint. I bet you anything, I can paint the bottom part black without issue. No. Although that looks pretty cool. That's ooh, like that. That really makes it pop. Hold on. Let's. I took care of most of the gaps. You see that brown gap on the inside? Mostly gone. Here. Let's just restart this. I know what we're going to do. I'm going to get annoyed at this a dozen times is what I'm going to do. It does. We're going to restart it, though. And it's going to be easier because I'm just going to switch the main color to black so like I can look at it. Wonder how many times I've downloaded this now. You going to tell me? No, okay. It's just me constantly opening it up so it's not like keeping it in the file. Watch me go to look at this and it's like 20 of them. I've got to remove all of them. All right, let me do that real quick. It's not that bad, is it? Oh, no, there's a... He's like... There's a few instances of me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, whatever. All right. Easy way to handle this. Color 1, just turn it to black. Watch. Boom. Black. There we go. That's already pre-painted. We're done there. We're good there, right? I'll have to modify a bunch of settings, but for now, let's work on painting the other parts of it that I want to paint. I do like the way this looks. Now, one of the things I want to do is I'd like to make these little baubles. I think that's my kiddo coming up here. I want to make these baubles kind of like a silver color. So let's add a filament.
What?
Let's add... It's not really gray, but we're going to go with it.
Daddy?
What's up, kiddo?
I have an idea for dinner today.
Yeah, what's your idea for dinner?
Stew.
Stew? It's hot.
I don't want stew.
I don't want stew.
Like, it's too hot. 5 months.
Yeah, but like stew takes forever and
Soup?
stew.
Soup? I don't eat soup.
No, I don't. Like it's the cooking it that's the problem, kiddo. It's not like the eating.
Curry.
I don't have. Well, no, actually, I do. I think I do have everything for curry.
Curry.
But that's the same thing as. That's the same thing. Stew, but it's too hot. Sage. Are you making a flagon? Yeah. Well, I'm painting a flagon. I'm not making it. Not that good at modeling quite yet. All right. So that's green. We want that to be silver, right?
Figure out the known days on stream on. Are you streaming?
Yeah, I'm streaming.
Well, then next time, turn on the streaming thing.
Well, I didn't exactly plan this stream. And you never listen to it anyways. You want to go turn it on? Go turn it on.
Got a point.
Yeah, I bought it. No one listens to it.
pull me up every single time.
That's all right. The problem is these triangles. See, I think if this was, I don't know how they design this. A friend of mine does design work too, and he can make it so that each part is selectable, right? And that's what I want. Is I want to be able to select the colors and just fill them in. Boom, filled it in. Boom, fill it in. I actually have a file from him that I can do that with, which is really nice. It makes painting a lot less chore-like. Ah, snipe! Yeah. Is there a way I can rotate you without my mouse? There we go. Silver.
Are your pictures going?
One of them is. So the one that I don't have to really worry about as much. We're having a cold cucumber soup for supper tonight. And we're not a fan of cucumbers, though.
We like cucumbers.
Yes, you can have cold soup. It's not a bad thing. You know?
Soup.
You can see the edge right here. I'll probably have to get the triangle. I'll probably have to do this with the triangles, right? Tobias, I am concentrating on more things than what I would care to already. If you want time on your phone, do some dishes. What sucks is having to paint each one of these. Made my story into an audiobook on SoundCloud. Cool. Close that up, please. Oh, 8.
How long?
Now I'm imagining a pub shaped like a pitcher. Huh?
Yes, for how long?
I'll give you an hour.
I'll give you an hour. Go to the dishes.
Jeez. I'm not trying to kick them out that badly. Just trying to concentrate. And there went the door. I could feel it slam. I don't know. I don't mind if it goes too far out of the reach, because then it feels like maybe not that far out of the reach. Holy moly. Let's fix that real quick. My spouse actually has like a drawing tablet that they could open up the program and they could pinch, zoom, and they have like a little pin. They could literally go all the way in and go, "Eef." They could import this model into a 3D rendering software, color it, send it back to me as a 3D file, and I could do that. It'd be so much faster, right? No. Because there's no guarantee that would work. We got to figure out how people paint these. This is what I need to take the time to figure that out. Because if this is what it is, ooh boy, is that super annoying. If anyone has done this before, Levi, do you like Ruby? I've seen it. I like the first season of it. I haven't seen anything really beyond that. I know we did that video where it made it seem like I had. I really hadn't. I knew just enough on how to like research it and get the information I needed. Basically what it was. And that video was a video request. It's not something that we don't know the IP, we tend not to do the IP. Okay, so that's not bad. We look at it from a distance. That's okay. If we had imagined, take that off for a second. There we go. If we imagine, first of all, that is not the right. There we go. Build play. So if we imagine each one of these as a silver, that's going to go all the way around. I like that, but that is a lot of work to paint. Now, alternatively, I can try to, I wonder if I can contact the creator and be like, hey, can you make the surfaces paintable where you can just click and it'll paint it? Am I chewing on my teeth? What? How do you make that soup? Because I have diced cucumbers. Oh, there you go. Some people ask about how you make the soup. I don't know. I don't know. Like, Sage is called cold yogurt cucumber soup. Cold yogurt cucumber soup. Not quite sure I like the texture of that. Is that basically just a blended cucumbers, Greek yogurt, lemon juice, a shallot, clove, some loosely packed dill. Forget the parsley. No one likes parsley. Tarragon, drizzle in that. In a blender, combine the cucumber with the yogurt, lemon juice, shallot, garlic, dill, parsley, tarragon. Whole tarragon. Okay. And I'll blend until smooth, season with salt and white pepper. Cover and refrigerate at least 8 hours. So it's not you can't even like make it until you season the soup again before serving. Pour the soup into bowls, garnish, and go from there. I'm good. I don't want the texture. I have an emulsifier. I have a really good, like I could turn that thing liquid, but at the same time, I don't feel like eating cucumber yogurt. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. I think if we I think most of the people here just how are people how are people painting these 3D prints? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I gotta watch it at 2 times speed, otherwise I get bored. Okay. So hold on. So if I go here, go here. Oh, okay. Can I? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Mhm. Okay. So triangle painting is a pain, to be perfectly honest, because you can see all this, but then like for models like this that have like millions of triangles, it makes it virtually impossible to paint like that, right? So it's much easier to grab like the round tool and go from there. Live stream on your channel than on villain support. I don't understand how fewer people are watching this. What? We got 4 people on Cosmic and 12 on villain support. It's whatever. I'm usually on the other channel, but I figure Cosmic needs watch hours. I'm not even sure if I get watch hours for my live streams. When I'm dual streaming like this, I'm not entirely sure. It'd be nice. I will say this. This is not the usual villain support content. I'm just saying hi, how you guys all doing? And like the majority of the audience that knows me is, on villain support. Um, but there's a handful of content that is no longer going to be ported over to villain support. And so it's nice to have a place for, the audience that wants to watch that when I get around to making them. All last week I had doctor's appointments. I've just been wiped, and then like physically I hurt myself really badly, and so it's been this. Yeah, it sucks. I have barely any views on his channel. It's not that big of a deal to me because I'm not building my channel actively right now. I am more concerned with getting villain support to a place where when we make a video, that video goes on villain support, right? And if I make a different version of it, it can go on my channel. If I make bloopers, it can go on my channel. The main channel, which is villain support, is the channel that pays. And my channel is for the chaos that I want to do. Or there's a specific video that got nixed because maybe the themes didn't match Villain Support's themes, right? Well, then that video can exist on my channel if I've already made a full-fledged video, which that has happened where I have done an entire video, even edited and everything, and it was like, we can't do that video. And so there came a point to where it was like, I really think that this would be a good video, and it goes onto my channel. What often happens is that video will do well, and Chris will be like, you know what, go ahead and put it on the main channel. And I'm like, cool, I'll go ahead and go on the main channel. And the reason why is so that video gets monetized. Now, once my channel gets monetized, that probably won't happen anymore. That little go ahead and put it on my channel, it won't need to. Like, I'll still get paid for that video one way or another. I didn't mean to. We went to, here's story time. We'll make myself bigger here. So story time. I went to McDonald's and we had to walk there. And it's about a 2.5 mile walk to McDonald's. It was hot as hell. We got about 4 or 5 blocks away, and we were like, none of us could really keep going. So we were like, the bus is running. Let's take the bus, get on the bus. We'll get a pass. And if we leave within enough time after, we won't have to pay for the bus a second time. So we go to McDonald's. We stay there for a couple hours. Time to leave so we don't have to pay for another bus comes up. And we wind up eventually getting on the bus. But thanks to all the construction, I rolled a nat 1 that day on getting to the location I needed to, because technically speaking, the bus stop that I needed to be was not active, not working. The second bus stop that should have taken over was also not active and not working. I could not go to either one. So I had to hop on an entirely different bus to get to an entirely different location, to then wait on that bus. And then by this time, my son is like, I got to go potty. And we're like, okay. And the guy is having his break. And, take your break. But when you say that your bus is supposed to leave in like 20 minutes and you spend, 35, you just went like 15 minutes over your break. And everyone else is now having issues, including my son that was about to make a puddle inside of the bus. So thankfully he didn't do that. But we got off about 3 blocks earlier, another 3 blocks earlier from our destination, which thankfully it was at least downhill. But the combination of going back and forth, trying to get to the correct bus stops, trying to make sure just to get home, was probably another 2.5 miles. So I walked nearly 5 miles on Friday, I think it was. On Friday. And then on Saturday, we had to turn around, and what was it that we did on Saturday? We had to go. I went to Tobias had a birthday party, and I had to do a lot of walking around there. This is actually why I'm making this cup. The parents have covered a pass for me and whatnot, so I could help Tobias deal with some of the stuff. Those of you who are not aware, my kid is on the spectrum, and he will have trouble controlling his emotions sometimes. And he had a couple hiccups, but he was great otherwise. And so it was interesting. But the problem was that my back had gone out on Friday night. So Friday night, I have a bad back. My back's out. I'm in pain. Take my medications. Wake up. My back is still hurting, and I'm not sure what to do. Right, but we pushed through. I need more than 2 colors in this. I really do. I need each one of these baubles to be its own color. There's got to be... How do I click and drag? Hold on. This says click and drag. Okay, hold on. Click and drag. Click and drag. Click and drag. I'm clicking, I'm dragging. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. My computer doesn't like keeping up because there's too many triangles here. I can do that real fast. Okay, so. And this is the video I'm listening to at 2 times speed is from 3D Revolution. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. This might allow me. Can we reset? Can I have you? Hold on. There we go. Okay, we want to go 8.1. That kind of sucks. It doesn't actually let me. Hold on. Would you look at that? And then all I have to do is fix this part right here. That's nice. That's very nice. We are not erasing the part that I want to erase, are we? Why are we not erasing the part I want to erase? It keeps erasing it from down here. See that? It erases it from down there. Oh. Oh, no. How about... Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Because then it erases too much up top here. All right. Well, fine. Whatever. Yeah. No, I need more height. Here we go. We need from here. Ah, look at that! I can fix that later. Look at that! There we go. We're getting it. Can I have my thing go face the other way? There's got to be a way to do that, right? Like can I do the horizontal painting? I'm gonna look at chat real quick. I'm sorry, chat. I wasn't looking at you. My son is too big. Hugs. I get it. Yeah. Live in a household that everyone's on the. Yeah, everyone is on the spectrum here, and different. Like this is the thing. The spectrum isn't like this, gauge, like a gas gauge, right? It's more like a flow chart or like the little bobble charts, whatever those called, where it has the bulb and it goes here, then here, and then here, and then here, and here. Some here, and then some there. I can't remember what those things are called. There's an actual word for it. For like, I think the Pokemon thing, right? I cannot think of it. The ones that are balls or the ones that are like, pick your level here and a little bit here and a little spiky. I can't remember what those charts are called. Still think it's fair that Levi's live streams have barely infused. Still hurt yourself. Well, Nat 22 Vild spill on the bus. Yeah, spilled with quotation marks. But anyways, okay. Back to what we were doing. I am sorry, guys. I'm trying to like. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So if I do edge selection, reset direction. Reset the direction, but it didn't. There we go. So then we go here. Oh. We add a color. It's not gonna be red. It's gonna look like a brown. It turns green. So and we go here. Ha 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 ha. Look at that. Okay. That should turn brown. Okay. That's not perfect, but it's getting there. Like we are. I'm gonna bookmark this video. This is an awesome video. I'm gonna copy you is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna copy, and I'm going to save. Don't pop over here. You did. Wow. Bad. Paste. I'm gonna save this video to later. Is what I'm going to do, and make it so that I can view it later because I'm going to forget how to do this if I don't do it often enough. Can the oval background behind the dragon also? Yes. See, that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to figure it out. I would love it. Pie chart. Yes. No, not pie chart. Venn diagram. Is it the Venn diagram? No. It's kind of like the Venn diagram. It's like when you go to level up in certain areas. I can't think of what it's called.
Chart.
Huh?
Look at the line chart.
It's not a line chart either. It's God damn, we got charisma and then that. I don't know what kind of thing it is. It's like you got little pointy things, and you can choose like 15 charisma, but you'll still see the 15. You'll be like 20 this and 20 that, and it'll be all a little over, and it'll look like a little like random shape. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. If somebody knows it, let me know because that would be cool. Then I can like find it and we can go from there. Different flavors. I like that. All right, back to what we were doing. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's because of all these triangles that it's an actual issue. Oh. Ooh, hold on. Maybe down to an 8. No, it's still a bit of an issue there. Although we are, ooh, look at that. I can kind of paint the inside of that. Oh, hold on. You want this to be gray, right?
Done.
Gray, and it's mostly gray. That's gonna be a nightmare to fix, though. That's
Yes.
from. Thank you. Gap fill. That kind of takes care of the gap. So it's got these weird shapes, which is the problem. So we're having to like fix all that. Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh goodness! Oh my gosh! See, it's because it's texture that it actually becomes a tiny bit of an issue. Either a flow chart or tree map would be my guess. Tree map? Levi Ram Carson, have you or John ever made complete long form videos to start with and then crop them up into shorts for uploading purposes?
Like all the time.
It depends on the length of video that you're talking about. Like the longest one that we've done is probably, and it was Chris that actually did it, which was I think about an 11-minute video. Recently we did Constantine, which was a 16, the Constantine versus Palpatine. That's a 6-minute video. And that is from start to finish. Now, if you mean like we didn't do back and forth, but as if it was one continuous shot in a sense, we were in like if we were in the same room, we would love to do that. Because we're not in the same room, there's gonna be stop points, and we've done quite a lot of that, but we haven't made like an hour-long video. There's a lot of work that goes into that. That's not what I wanted. The good thing is, if I'm right, once we're done, do we want the edge to be gray too? Like, do you want this inside edge to be gray? Or it's just that background? I think it's just that background. I think it would be good as, I don't have gold, but if we were to change it to like a gold color. We'll go with that. If we were to do this, ooh. Obviously, this requires some cleanup. Here, here. Now I'm not even able to print this many colors. Like this is fine. This is beyond the scope of what I'm able to print. It's not that we can't figure that out, though, mind you. Especially if like you go silver just along here, or the gray along here, and gray along here. You won't need to worry about that color from there, outside of like the inside of this part. Because at certain layer heights, I can pause it, change the color out, change one that's not getting used, and then go from there. Like, painting the dragon's eye and tongue and all that stuff would be really cool. It's not necessary though either. Your haircut looks good. Thank you. Easier to take short bits and put them together than to make something long to begin with. It is. It is. It's much easier to like combine everything together. Hello, how's this magical Monday going for you? Amanda, it is slow. What is the strangest thing I've ever printed? Oh,
I know I have most of my
oh. No, I don't think that's what they mean. Like, I've just made a lot of different things, so I don't know. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. What if the handle was one of the other colors you're using? Yeah, I mean, I can do that. It's not a problem. And like the person that I'll be doing this for, ultimately, I can make this whole mug this brownish color. And the color changing part of it would activate only when you hold it. That wouldn't be bad. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's leave the handle black, or what is going to be perceived as black. Okay. Remember? No. Minute. Oh, that's cool. This is where you can see kind of how they built it. You can see the edge along that line. Watch this. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to increase the thin sides. We're going to Actually, that works out really well. This way we don't screw up too much of it. Increase the pin size. It does not look like something I should have on the screen. That's one thing to say. It looks like the base of a tail. Something else. This is not what it looks like, YouTube. It's not, I swear. See, it's a cup. Don't yell at me, it's just a cup. Says me. Shut up, Rude. This kind of blends in together. Right? Let's. You can kind of see all this stuff right here that will have to be micro edited. This is the second part. I feel like I should go back to the video and watch more of the video. See if I can make this just a tiny bit easier. But he was showing it on like a standard form painting, and like nothing I'm painting is standard. Nothing. It's not a bunch of flat surfaces. I think that's the biggest thing, is that it's not a flat surface. And then I'd have to repeat that for every spot. Sandra, if I get these the way I want to where I can just click and change the colors or know what the color points are going to be, then yes, I will be selling them. But it's you haven't happened to ever live in MD by chance? No. I don't know who that is. Easier to take short bits, put them together. Your hair looks. Yeah, what's the strangest thing? Okay. Sorry, everyone. I was just trying to. What's the hardest part of a custom 3D print? Designing and rigging everything properly from scratch, cleaning everything up after all the parts have been built. So, I don't design the prints. That's the biggest thing, is like I haven't got into designing for a number of reasons, to be perfectly honest. Oh, we can kind of see it. Here's a question. Now, when I get all this black parts cleaned up, do we want the inner diaphragm, the inner ring, to be the color, or do we want like just that outer ring to be silver as well, or the little dots to be silver? Because right now you see the silver dots, you see a couple of them, right? We could make more of those dots silver, have the ring be black, or have the dots be black and have the, oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Again, I'm going to have to clean this up. I would say the hardest part is still going to be depending on who you are. There's plenty of people who design 3D prints or design 3D models, but they never print anything. They have no desire to. They leave that to other people. If we just mix the gold, it cleans up that gold real nice. Okay. And we make that black again. Okay. So you can also have the gold on the outside. But again, it's all dependent on who you're talking to. There's people who will find one aspect harder than the other. For me, designing things, getting the things that are in my head out is already difficult enough without trying to learn another skill on top of it. I know how to do 3D printing. It took me a year to get into this and really learn. I don't want to make any more cubes. I don't want to complete my tower. You'll never complete it because I no longer need to make the cubes. Maybe cubes you can make cubes for your like purposely make calibration cubes just for you.
Actually, if anybody does 3D printing, send me your calibration cubes.
Send you your calibration cubes. Don't do that. Don't. I don't need. No, I don't need. I do not need that. No, I don't.
And then there'll be all different colors. Put it outside. Daddy, if you rainbow, put it outside.
Not. No. No.
I'm going to get stolen. Calibration cube. And then somebody just switches to my calibration cube.
do with it. I didn't steal it. And if it gets broken, we can put it back together.
No.
Oh, why?
I don't need calibration cubes.
They would have turned into a rainbow flag for breakfast. And someone breaks it, gets glue right together.
Yeah, I get that, but I don't need calibration cubes.
But I do. You have I do, I don't.
I know! Although that's cool to see. Hold up for a second. Hi, dragon. That's about to be a different color here. So it acts. So this is still part of. I need a back button. Can I go back one? No. Oh, that worked. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Hold on. Hold on. That's pretty cool. Okay. Okay. You see all these scales? I can make this whole dragon out of filament. We're gonna make it. Make it red for now. Oh, hold on. Red for now. Ooh, I don't like that color. Oh, yeah. Like that. That was definitely interesting. Stumble upon. I can't remember. Like I can clean all this stuff up too.
How long are you going to stream for before you can do it?
You definitely need a vent hole. Yeah. I'm okay. How long am I gonna stream for? Until I get tired of streaming? Until I get tired of painting?
That's part of it. We have dinner to do still.
Yeah, we still gotta do dinner.
And he still needs to watch the show, so we can come up here like 9 p.m. after we've been big and crying for it.
Oh, snap. Actually, that doesn't look too bad either. Should the I don't want that whole thing silver. Why is that side so picky? Okay. So obviously this is a really bad paint job right now, but it kind of gives you guys an idea. We can go plain just like this, right? Where I just have the top, the bottom that are silver, one color dragon. Why are you not? Ah, you bitch. That's a very big pin. Oh, 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 oh. Why do I feel like I just screwed a painting up somewhere else? No. That still needs to be silver. Leave that alone. You might be like, it doesn't need to be perfect. The computer will register it as a separate color and waste my filament. So it's got to be as close as I possibly can. Otherwise, it will try to compensate. And we don't want it to compensate. Like all this up here, it will try to paint in that green and whatnot. Like if I go to slice it, it will. Like if we go to slice it right now with the color changes that we've got, if it ever slices, I'm asking a lot of my computer on 32 gigs of RAM with streaming, having multiple instances of my stuff open, and I'm asking a lot of it. So yeah, and there goes the lag. Lovely. No, mate, you ate all yours. You didn't share with me. I gave you
Yes.
an entire bag just for you, and it was technically mine. We'll go down and make dinner here soon. See what I mean? You can even see the banding and the supports. Like, this is what the cup would look like. See all those little whites? That's the seam's got a hidden seam, so we're not worried about that. But I don't have this going into the infill right now. Oh, hello. No, he can come upstairs. Like this side of the cup looks great because it's just the same color, and I think that might be what we have to do. I don't know. I can brush paint it. It's not a problem to do. But I really would like, I don't know. So the question I have here is, should we leave the inside black? Should we have it similar to this where the outside rim looks like it's been put on top of the cup? Should we have the inside part black and have this and have it be highlighted? Like, that's black, that looks great. I think the black makes it really pop, though. That design looks great behind black. That color does. I think if we were to paint this black, but have the outside and inside rim.
Ooh. He gave you that. Where is pause? Oh, Daddy, give me. He needs his internet on pause.
We're gonna be downstairs in a bit.
He still needs it on pause to hear his hour. Remember? You puke. Also, Daddy.
So what if we what?
You spam.
Yeah, we have spam.
Can I have a nighty buddy?
No. No.
There you go. Here.
I'll have to wait. You guys don't have to stick around for all the micro painting. I'm just trying to find out the bulk of it.
Maybe you pop socket. You can come back.
What?
Eat your pop socket. You can take your phone back. Smart.
So annoying. I could probably also pay someone to paint this for me. My spouse is the kind of meticulous that would sit here and make sure everything was as perfect as they could be. Especially if they know that we could sell it, which we can. But I get very bored very quickly of doing that. Okay. So here's the question: who's all here? Sound off. Sound off. Do we still have people here? Here? Okay. So here's the question. So we've reverted this back. Obviously, we'd clean it up. Now, the silver with black dots or just the pure black dragon. Now, this looks cleaner currently. Ignore the cleanness, because I would get this all cleaned up. We have silver on top, silver on bottom, handle. And then the dragon's where all the color is going to be, right? So we have two basic colors of silver and black, or silver or whatever, right? Like the two main colors. Then you would have the two main colors be offset by the little dimples slash rim of the dragon, little photo frame of the dragon. Mute borrows a wrench and runs off to adjust some things. And at this point, I think I'd have to redo the whole thing, which is not going to be too hard, but just annoying. The question I have is, do we want like this inner ring? We want this whole thing to look like a ring, right? This is a ring of and of itself, and then we have each one of the what are they called? Rivets. Each one of the rivets are their own color. So the ring is its own color, the frame its own color, the rivets are its own color, or they are a color that complements whatever the main. So pure black, this right here, this side. Because no, there's not going to be like dots, but like the rivets would be their own thing. Or you have this. Huh. That's definitely interesting. Does not like being painted. It really does not. I paint that, I paint the whole damn thing. We are frick. Give me a 10. There we go. It's like that. very much not your traditional style. No. I like the silver ring with black rivets. So silver ring, black rivets, black background. We could also do too. Like I could like this doesn't cause me anything extra to do. And it's gonna spit out the filament regardless. Black rivet, silver ring, black rivets, pure black, no dots, pure black, no dimple dots. I can't do the dimples. I can't get rid of the dimples. I can't smooth them out. Like that's a modeling thing. You personally don't like the rivets highlighted, so you would like it similar to this, where it's just all one color for the ring, but the background of the dragon is different. Okay. We're gonna fix that orange real quick. Bye, orange. Ah, dang it! I was really hoping it would fix the orange, but it turned the. I made all this black instead. Yay! Of course it did. Damn it. Ah, it was hopeful. It was hopeful. It's gonna be a pain. I'll fix it later. We'll swing back and we'll figure this out. I like the top and bottom being highlighted as a different color. I like the main one. Should we just have one side be like this type of thing, and the other side it winds up being highlighted with the rivets? Oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Such a job. Oh, goodness. Probably going to have to talk with Ryu and have them take a look at this. I'll message the creator too and be like, hey, how much would it be to make this so I can highlight the rivets, the ring, the top and bottom ring, and the background? And like, here's a question. Do we want the dragon, like the wings to be one color and the dragon to be another? Hmm?
Is there a way to do the inside where the mesh for the main side that has the flag would be? So you can do that.
Do you mean like right here? Yeah, watch this. We will give it black wings. You mean like that?
Black wings, like the inside between the here. What I'm talking about.
Yeah. Careful.
Like this part right here.
You mean just that?
Because like yeah, that'd be where the mesh. Yeah.
You mean like it's not the bones, but this part right here?
Yeah, the mesh. It'd be the mesh of the wings. Within that, we've got a different color. Because a lot of dragons can have that either as a lighter color or the different color entirely.
Obviously, it could be a different color if we do this. It's just me figuring it out. So like right here, like the inside mesh, but the rib of the wing would be its own color too.
No, keep the rim of the wing the same color as the normal dragon, but just the mesh.
So the biggest thing about that is like the way we show off dragons. This is all covered in skin unless it's like a bone dragon. So it would be the same color as its skin. You would just be seeing the ribbing.
No,
So like,
but,
okay, think of it like this way. Like your you see this right here? See my
yeah,
tendons and everything?
a lot of dragons.
Same color as my skin, but hold on, guys.
Yeah, a
Change.
lot of dragons can have it later. Or it's a completely different color in general. Look it up.
Give me here. Let me
Look
see
up
what
right
you like. I'm not sure what you're looking up. That's why I'm.
Dragons. Just look up dragons food images.
You mean like the reflection, like this right here?
People do that, but like a lot of dragons wings have the mesh that's with the bones being lighter. Because like light passes through it.
Oh, that. Well, that's effectively like folded, so you're not seeing the light, and it's got something behind it. So it would be. It's going to be dark.
Lighter or darker words. It would still be seen in a different color because it's still see through.
Maybe a light brown, I guess that, yeah. I don't really know how 3D printing works, but once you decide what parts you want different colors, don't you just change? You just have to change the filament and you make any colors you want. Yeah. Okay, so 3D printing works in layers. Okay. One moment. And so it prints each layer like this. Okay. So it's slicing the mesh right now. So you'll see what I mean here in a minute. And when you're doing color changes, if you have a color changing machine, you can achieve some really cool things. That no longer comes off. I don't have something.
Shut up, the dragon.
Yeah. It's just like I have to look at this whole thing because.
Well, it's on.
So now this was laying flat, okay, and I have the red here for the eye and tongue. I have the blue, and then I have the green. Now I colored just the top parts of these, which is nice, but I didn't have to manually change out the filament. Now, when you're printing something flat, it's so much easier because you can just change one specific part of that, right? But when you're printing something like this, the layers matter quite a bit, right? So my dragon's going to be a color, and as it's printing, it's going to print in here, and it's going to have to do all those changes. I can't manually change that a million times over. It's just not going to happen because it's doing each line. We can watch it as it goes around and around and around. And you see how it goes, and it starts printing those colors, right? And that's because it's printing up and around at the same time. So the problem that you then have is like if you have spots, it's going to print those spots. It's going to see those and print those, even though they shouldn't exist. And it's not going to be as prevalent, but yeah, you have all this here and it's printing that. So it becomes much harder to make sure you don't waste as much filament. You want to have clean colors as much as possible. So if I were to paint the inside of the wings like my kiddo wants me to do, like a different shade, it would be a little bit difficult. Now, what I can do is get a filament that is like a color change, and there's a good chance that you'll see like different shading just naturally from the slight color change in the dragon. The problem is I'm still very much dependent on, like, I don't have complete control over that. The more control I have over it, the more filament waste occurs. The only way outside of that is manually painting it myself. And if I was going to do that, I would just probably do a 2-3 color print. I would paint the dragon one color, I'd paint everything else another color, and then I would just paint it myself. But it also, with something like this, with all those color, with all this surface area in an odd shape, it makes it harder to paint. And I'm not making money off of the first cup. This first cup is going to be for somebody else as a thank you gift. So I don't want to make it too difficult, but I also don't want to just like do a crap job on it either. I want to make it so that, like, when I go to make more of these, half my job is already done. So narrowing it down to 4 colors and having these colors be smooth and look good and having the design that I want to have is important. Now, there's going to be people who like the rivets to be shown. There's going to be people who want the rivets to be hidden. And having those as 2 different options, I think is good. I think the silver top right here, bottom, main color is good. Having the more and more I think about it, I can make the dragon whatever color I want with multicolored filament. So I can use one of these and it could have different colors to it without me having to add a bunch of color to it. Alternatively, if I wanted to, if we add a filament, let's add red. I do the same thing as I did with the previous dragon. And we have apparently we are not going to like me today with painting. It's got too many surfaces. Because it has all these surfaces, it makes painting this so much harder. Oops. Okay. Fix that in a minute.
Then
What's up?
now you got a multicolour printer. You can make multicolour prints with the printer.
Yes, I can make multicolor prints for the print drive. I don't know if I'll be able to do that financially, though.
Make some of the prints with it.
Yeah, but it kind of feels bad if, like, one kid gets one type and another kid gets another type.
Then now look what other kids get.
It's one of those things where I'll send whatever I can based on what I'm able to afford. I'm still going to participate in it. I'm still going to have, at least 2 rolls of filament, if not more, dedicated to it. I'll probably have 1 roll of filament dedicated to just like making sure the prints come out good. Once I know that I'm good there, we'll be able to move forward. And you can see how much just that one color change, just with the tongue of it being like that. And if we color the inside of this eye, just that alone makes a huge difference, right? Makes a huge difference in the way it looks. It just makes it pop. And you can do that with very little colors added to it. And if I were to take that green dragon and have it be like a shimmering blue, yellow, or something filament that changes, but then have that pop of red in there, all of a sudden, more of its features become prominent, right? They're not gone. And that also means that I don't have to sit there and paint that by hand and then clear coat it and hope that clear coat's going to last as long as the cup is going to last. My biggest deal is I don't want to do a bunch of painting on something, hand painting, to have the cup outlast my painting. That would be devastating to me. I would hate to have somebody get an item, I've painted it, and I've done the spray paint, which would last as long as the cup would, and then I did the hand painting, and then I put a clear coat and everything on it, but the clear coat wore off, right? And that's going to happen with whatever clear coat I put on there, and this thing is getting actively used. Oopsie. So the clear coat will stay on plastic too. It's not that. Nail polish wears off too, right? It'll wear off of you as you are using your nails. You put it on a canvas. Why is the canvas bent?
Did he bend it when he was messing with it yesterday?
I think we just need to put it in a frame so it doesn't bend. But yeah, it got bent somehow.
I know that it was moved yesterday, and I asked if he was messing with it. You didn't answer me.
Yeah, he messed with it. I don't think he bent it. I think it's too perfect of a bend. Look at that. I think that came from the manual.
forgot we got it though.
But so you clear coat this, and this hangs up. You're not going to worry about it. You put a clear coat on this, and you're going to rub that clear coat off of here. You're going to, every time you're grabbing here, you're going to rub it off of there. You spill liquids on it and that you have to clean off, you're going to wear it off of whatever you cleaned off. Do I think that that's going to happen constantly? No. Do I think it could happen enough that it could cause a problem? Absolutely. It's a cup. I don't care that this is just going to hold something. Take any cozy that you have, any one of those foam cozies that you had to keep your drink cold. How often did you have to throw them away because they got nasty and you gave up on trying to clean them? How many times did something spill on it and you gave up? Unlock your phone?
Yeah.
Oh. You sure it's
Dude, I couldn't play with my kid. It's my bed. It's his. And I did my chores yesterday, and I just have to do dishes when I go eat dinner.
And you have to do litter boxes.
Yes. Ow, my ribs.
Enamel nail polish. Oh, I can't look that up right. That's also really expensive stuff. Am I going to dump the whole thing in there? Does it come in a spray? I'm not laughing. I'm just at you. I'm like, A-M.
It's ENAMEL. I'm trying to look up enamel.
Oh, wait. No, they do. No, that's for drying it. Never mind. Never mind. It's to dry it faster. Yeah. That's, I'm not gonna. I would need to dump it. I'm not gonna dump. I would have to go. Jen, I don't. Okay. That cup is bigger than this cup. I'm not gonna sit there and paint it 1,000 times over. It's just not gonna happen. And I've painted 3D prints before. I don't think that and I've painted a specific. I've done can cup holders and stuff before.
I painted a 3D print. That was not fun.
That clear coat that was on that accidentally got painted on the car did last like 2 years, and it was on the car.
It's still there.
It's still there. So
Just
I could just paint it.
Yeah. Also, remember my mask you made me? Like it still works. Like we coated it, it's still holding up. The only thing I didn't hold up with the black normal paint.
Well, that's the problem. Like if I go and print this in the basic colors that I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think we'll make the basic changes of the top and bottom. Okay. We'll have this top and we'll have this bottom. And then we'll have a touch of red or something to highlight the tongue and the eye. You were thinking the red only? Yeah. You mean to nail polish the parts that I don't want to and then do double coat basically. Yeah. Double coat with specific areas being protected. Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to basically print a few of these to really test it out. The problem is it takes a minimum of a day, at bare minimum, to print each one of these.
A day and almost a day.
Day and a half, yeah.
It was like a day and 13 hours.
So I think what I'll do for the first cup is no, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. We're going to download this. We're going to download it so I have a proper. Okay. One second, everyone. We're gonna call the stream here shortly too.
I'm hungry. Rocking here.
Okay. I'm gonna modify this very slightly. We're gonna give it the red.
I have a box.
Okay. Make life a little easier on me. I'm still here, everyone. I'm just kind of focused. I'm not dead. Don't just pronounce me dead. I'm dead. Go, Skyrim. Oh, that hurt. I shouldn't have done that. Fuck you.
He sneezed and he hurt his back.
Yes, I did sneeze a little while ago and I hurt my back. Yes, I use an Ender 3. I can only paint one color at a time. There is actually a tool that you can get. It's a little bit cheaper than the route I went. There's a couple different options. And I think it's the chameleon. Yep. So 3dchameleon.com. I looked into this originally because I had a device similar to the Ender 3. So there you go. So that will allow you to do 3D printing, multicolor 3D printing on almost any printer. And then it's just a matter of having the software and stuff like that. And it's much, I want to say it's much easier having the Bamboo printer set up and everything. I find much easier. I looked into this pretty thoroughly when I was looking into it, and I decided not to do it. Not because of cost, because cost-wise, it's actually very cost-effective, but rather because of the nature of it. It was going to be very, very intensive on doing all the stuff with it. I like that. So. That's this. I am still here, everyone. I'm trying to. When I focus really, really deeply. You got a lot of hyper focus. It's 6:13 though. Keeping an eye on time. Yes, kiddo, I am keeping an eye on time, despite the fact that. There we go. So we're gonna have to. I feel like this would still be slightly red. I like we need background music for this.
I want food.
Huh?
I want food.
You want food?
Oh.
Oh, you're just I'm trying to fucking concentrate, Raymond. I love food. I love food. That is not what I meant, child. That is not what I meant at all. Oh my god. Just this child of mine, I swear. How's that look? Focus Levi as productive Levi. Part of the Dave package. Thank you for popping in and doing the merch link and everything. That's great. Kelly, appreciate it if you didn't spam the chat though. Moist. Yeah, I like it. I think this looks pretty decent. Now I just have to do the same thing over here. We'll get around to that later though. Looks like I have to touch up some of the lines here too. This is definitely the benefit of like if you modeled your own things, you can like make sure to color them, have everything set and everything. Having somebody else modeling is a bit can get a bit pricey to do that kind of stuff. We might be changing our logo here soon too, so. But do you think we should make the little spike red as well, or nah? Nah, I don't think we should. I don't think that should be red. We can change the dragon color though, by the way, to like. Say we did a green dragon. This type of dragon. Look at the blue. Look at that pop. That pops really well. Brandon? Yeah, we're gonna finish up the stream. The stream just hit 2 hours, so. But I think this will probably be the basic one, and then I'll work on. Like I'm gonna get the red in both areas, and I think what we'll do. We'll of course get the silver on top, silver on bottom, and everything else will be black besides the touch of red. we'll swing back and we'll just do this a little bit at a time is what I'll do. So I'll just work on this a little bit at a time until I get it the way I want it to. But I also have to do this in between like regular filming and script writing and stuff like that. So it's gonna be interesting. But I want to get this done in the next couple days. So I'll probably just spend some of my free time on it. I figured out what I want to do. First cup is just gonna be kind of plain. We're gonna get these two parts silver, main color, and a touch of red. Get it printed, and then see what it looks like in real life before I decide to like, hey, let's make the background silver, or let's make the rivets their own color and stuff like that, right? I do like the idea of this being silver, though. When you look at it back to back, it is nice to have that be silver along with this. It makes it pop so much more. Alternatively, yes, you can just have the inside be silver, but I definitely like that black background on the dragons. It makes the dragon pop, but it does depend on the color too. So anyways, just watched a video of yours on Facebook. You're hilarious. Todd, thank you. Free time, what's that? That exists? No. I like to pretend it does. I agree. Yeah, if the background is black, the rivets make sense. If the background is gray, I think it's just going to be one of those where I have different options. This is now, this is just, that looks great. Having that, the eye and the red and everything. That touch of color makes a huge difference in the entire dragon. It just really makes you focus on it. And I really like that. I don't think any other parts of it need to be red. I can paint each one of these separately, load it in, paint it, load it in, paint it. Once I have this done the way I want, I'll probably export it as a project, and then repeat that pattern to where like I enhance each one. The black background makes it pop. The silver background still, like, if you clean this up, will still make it pop. But I agree, the silver background needs to have just, black rivets and everything. Having this over here, this looks really cool. That, obviously making that the same color again. I'll fix this. I'll fix it later. I do want to thank you all for joining me. We'll work on this sometime later. And you all have a good day. Have an Acme day. Have an Acme day as a product of villain. Have an Acme day where we retroactively build your account. Have an Acme day. Huh?
So you're not just a villain account. Why does it change?
So it's okay. Do you want to see what it's going to be? Why it's going to be called villain? Do you want to know? Be in the know? Okay. That way you stop complaining?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Everyone else, you guys have a good night. You guys can't know because we're not 100% yet, but we're pretty sure it's going to be changed. Anyways, have a good one.